Hey guys, welcome back to the live stream. Thank you guys so much for watching and checking in with us. If you haven't already, go to the YouTube, subscribe. Make sure you guys are liking those videos, set those notification settings on so you know when we're posting. And without further ado, I'll let our guests introduce themselves.
Well, thank you. This is King Pino checking in here. Excited about getting these podcasts going. Thank you so much for inviting me and having me come through.
Yeah.
I'm very, very excited about what we have in the works, what we've been talking about and brainstorming. There's going to be a lot of content coming out, guys. So please, as you mentioned, follow, subscribe, make sure that you got us checked in, because I promise you there's going to be a lot of cool content coming through.
Definitely. He's kind of foreshadowing to a little news that we have for you guys at the end of the podcast here. You know, me and Pino have been talking. We've been going through some brainstorming, so we got a lot of stuff in store for you guys. So we got a good relationship going, and I think we're going to solidify that and let you guys know that for sure at the end. So without further ado, we're going to play some FIFA, guys. I know it's 19, not 21, but, you know, it is what it is. We're on a budget, but it's okay. You know, we got Pino here. He's got the Colombian jersey. I already know who he's going to be represent, right? When was the Independence Day?
So July 20th, Colombia's independence. So we're still out here raging. I mean, as a Colombian, and as many fellow Colombians. You already know we kind of go out, we share love, we show love, and we just love being in good spirits and having good times. And so, you know, always out here repping and just enjoying life, really.
Looks like you're very well involved in a little bit of everything. You know, it seems like you wear many hats. I gotta ask you, like, can you elaborate a little bit on your interests, like a little bit on what you do on a daily basis?
Wait, how do you start this? Where's my press
start? Yeah, same thing.
It's not
Or B.
to be.
There you go.
Cool. So yeah, I mean, I've worn a lot of different hats. I've always tried to. I've worked in a lot of different places, so I've networked and got to meet a lot of different people. I've learned a lot about different industries. And honestly, at the end of the day, what it has come down to for me is kind of my desire to always continue to learn. And I've always learned best when it comes to just meeting people and learning from their experiences. For me, that's like the best way to learn, is just hearing other people's stories and kind of, just their experiences tell you so much more than you can really read or anything like that. So, it's just kind of been that life experience. I worked in Manhattan as a headhunter. Shout out to Oliver James to really have, I guess in a way, taught me a lot about business and being in a corporate structure. I got to learn a lot and see a lot of different things as well. I realized how much you can gain from a lot of hard work and dedication. It was a crazy grind, I'm not gonna lie. But I remember when I interviewed with them at one point, shortly after I was hired, they said, we see a lot of bright areas within you. You're a bit of like a really rough edge diamond, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna work with you, and we're gonna chisel you out and smooth those layers out. And honestly, I mean, it was hectic. It was like, we'd have trainers that would sit down and listen to your calls, like live. And, it's a lot of pressure to go through things like that. But again, they taught me a lot about, even just being able to articulate well and speaking well and being able to connect with such a range of people, because I was calling people across the country, and one of the hardest things you can do is really, when you're working with people, it's the sales aspect of it is people to people. It's not like selling a car or a product. I mean, it's weird to say, but people are pretty much a product, if you will, in that business sense. And honestly, like I said, I just learned a lot. I learned a lot about contract negotiations, how to find new opportunities, how to find clients. So honestly, it was an amazing experience. I'm so happy that I was able to do that. I didn't graduate college, so for me, it was a huge step for me to be able to get into a real full-time position, and really get into the corporate world, and like I said, really work and learn a new craft. And again, that's allowed me to see how I can network, connect people in different areas, and put them together and say, look, I know that you do this and you do that. I know people who are in the same space and they're looking for similar individuals for what your expertise is. And that's kind of where I see most of my value coming from really is the fact that I can connect with these people and put people in positions to empower each other at that point. You know,
So
I don't
you definitely see yourself as a networker.
Yeah. On my LinkedIn, you know, I literally have like Master Networker as part of my headline. And like I said, you know, I'm not an expert in all these areas, but I know people who are experts in those positions, or you know, they're masters or they're great at their craft, if you will. And that's kind of like the beauty of it for me, is being able to put those people together, you know, and seeing if there's things, you know, magic that can happen, really.
Definitely, and I heard you shout out a little bit of names. Is there anybody in particular that you look up to or admire at their work?
Yeah, I mean, from Oliver James especially, I mean, Stuart Cherry, who is the managing director, he's led all the U.S. He was someone who is so culturally intelligent. I literally, you know, went to him and it was like, it's really that. I don't know if that's really like a real term, but he's so culturally intelligent and able to connect with so many people. And he was somebody, you know, I went through rough patches in my life, and, you know, the business, the organization really, you know, it's tough, it's tricky because you're still running a business, but they did a lot to help me through and be understanding of those situations. And, you know, Stuart, again, a huge influence, a huge mentor to me during those periods, good and bad, you know. And that's the great thing about sales. I mean, the highs, and especially in recruitment and stuff, like the highs are really freaking high, man. But the lows are devastatingly low.
Definitely.
But you learn how to ride those roller coasters, and you really get motivated to literally stay on the highs as long as you can and continue to work and never really lose momentum. And I think that's a big part of what I've been about recently a lot more as well, is really creating this platform and really branching out and trying to create opportunities again for everyone through this network that I have available and that I've, I guess, kind of created for myself, and see where it goes. And so I've been really, you know, on it a lot. That's why I'm excited, as I mentioned, to see. I know there's a lot of great things to come, especially through here. A lot of different ideas that we've spitballed around, and that I've spoken to people about already, and they're excited to be a part of it as well. And so, you know, he's a major person. I've also, another guy in the business sense, I guess, is Manu Gopher. He's actually one of the partners. Him and V are partners at Campus VR. And what they do is that they provide 360 virtual reality tours for college campuses. It's mind-blowing. They're actually the only business, the only company that sells, that does it. You know? So, you know, I don't know how more people haven't tapped into it, but it's a great market. And I actually met Manu when I worked at Oliver James, and we were in a WeWork building. And at the time, WeWork had like free beers. You know, you had kegs on tap, beer on tap, and he was one of the only few guys that, or I guess I was as well. We would stay late, and then, you know, we'd always just end up having a beer because we were working so late. And we'd catch up, and he was such an really important person to me, especially at the start of this journey, just as a business mentor. You know, I was a sales associate with them. He gave me, I guess, my first independent sales contract, which essentially really kind of gave me the freedom or the opportunity to kind of figure out also what else I want to do for myself and how I want to build that. And you know, amazing guy. He's taught me so much about life as well, and even about business. You know, so when I have questions and stuff, I mean, I could call him, you know, anytime and be like, hey, man, like, I have these questions. I have this stuff that I want to do or review. He also, you know, works in business, so helps me out with some of my contract reviews for some of the ideas I want to do. So again, he's an amazing person. I respect him a lot. He's a person who also, you know, grew up with struggles, and so really kind of understands it. Straight New Yorker, grew up in Long Island, kind of dude. But again, just a very stand-up dude. And I guess also just shout out to all my amazing friends. You know, I've had, like I said, there's been a lot of times where I've needed help, and I've been fortunate enough to have amazing people and my family, of course, you know, obviously.
Yes, of course.
You know, there's been so much love around me, and I couldn't be more grateful for that, because again, it's helped me during my hardships. I've always been able to remember like that I do have that support and that love is still.
Bro, sorry, bro.
Nah, you're good. I don't know what happened there.
Yeah, that was crazy. But definitely, man, a good support system and everything is important. And I see that, constantly in the social media aspect of what you do, you're always shouting out your friends, you're helping them out. And that's important, for creatives, for people that are just trying to put their work out there and have someone say something, admire it, be like, yo, that's nice. A lot of people just want to, put that recognition on their hard work.
Yeah, no, and at the end of the day, they're all doing beautiful things as well.
Yeah,
They all deserve that recognition. They deserve the support. And I'm happy to again spread that love and share that with people because, people have done that for me. So, I'm going to be out there and repay that or pay it forward, if you will.
Definitely. I hear you, man.
I don't even second guess it. I just think that's what we should be empowering each other, helping one another, and that's kind of a big piece of what I'm about as well.
Yeah, man. And I hear you with all these interests, man, and all these networking and everything that you have in mind. I want to ask you, what is your ideal job? What is it that you want to do that you could say you could do for the rest of your life?
Well, I think a larger picture of what I'm building here, it's not always going to be within the entertainment business, but I do believe that I have a knack for business and helping people create putting their business ideas on paper, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of going through it first time, if you will, a little bit of trial and error.
No. Get that.
And once I kind of go through this process, I'll have sort of that confidence of knowing that I can help other people because I'm doing it for myself essentially at the moment. But I want to become, I guess, like a business consultant where someone could reach out to me because I have such a wide network and.
Whoa!
Almost got that one in.
Right? It's crazy.
Well, it got with the left foot, surprisingly. And have like a consultation call with them for 30 minutes and kind of see where they're at with their business ideas and see how where my value can come in through my network, because like I said, I'll probably have somebody who's in a similar position and wants to collaborate and create something as well, and kind of and I'll know how those projects that people have or the business ideas that people have, how to create revenue streams for them and things like that. And so I think that is really where I'm going to go ultimately when I create my own business. It's going to be VP No Consulting.
Nice.
But at the same time, anything in sales really. I mean, I'm open to independent contracts. I have clients that I know I can reach out to within the recruiting world that I've worked with in the past and literally sign up as an independent. I've done it. It's something, like I said, I had to do it professionally. And I know how to do it for myself. So that's something where I can get into and start my whole recruiting business,
Yep.
So there's just a lot of different things I can do. But I'm, trying to build more of a platform through the things that myself and my friends are doing and through art. And I just, I'm having kind of the fun, a fun ride while I go about learning how to really perfect it and make it into a very professional life's, journey of work, I guess, if you will.
But speaking of all that, where can they find most of your links? Do you just mostly do everything on Instagram?
Yeah, a lot of it is on my Instagram, which I'm assuming is hopefully on the thing. It's just KingPino913 _ and I usually, I can I'll post new links, but my Twitch name is the same, KingPino913 on Twitch. That's where I'll be on. Come hang out, come chat, come talk about the game, talk about whatever. Come watch me create some new highlights. And I also do want to give a shout out. I meant to do this earlier, but to my brother Weaverson at the Mad Labs. He's out actually in Sono right now with Sono Collection doing some crazy cool stuff, obviously through art. I'm very happy and proud of him. He's the creator of Mad Labs, which is literally just an open center for artists. And today they have, if I heard him correctly, $4,000 of art supplies that they're giving away. So
Cool.
if you want to do something cool, they're at the rooftop at the Sono Collection. This is the third time that they've been up there. And he's also throwing a huge art event August 28th. Again, feel free to hit me up, and I'm happy to pass along more information. They're looking for new artists to set up shop for the event. It's going to be amazing. I've already connected him with a lot of cool artists, a lot of cool people and potential vendors, and in the talks of actually getting NYC LED robots out there. They're basically like these mega transformers that do parties, like kids parties. Yeah, they're in stilts and they look like literally transformers, and it's
sick.
Cool. So they're gonna definitely, we're gonna figure out how to make it work for them to come and be around. Wow. Yes.
Definitely, man. That's cool. No, I actually saw him, man. I saw his page. Very cool, art, very good stuff. So make sure you guys go check him out. What is it, Weaverson?
Yeah. But and you can look up Mad Labs. Mad We Are is the Instagram handle for that, which talks about and expresses a lot of the things about what they're doing. They do actually like weeknight events too. Shout out to my friend Amir. Amir also hosts I guess you can call them like intro to drawing courses, but he helps people who maybe
That's
don't
local?
have. It's in Norwalk. They do, I think, on Wednesdays. I don't know, maybe it's $10 a head or something like that. But you basically get to take some art lessons, and the beauty of it is what Weaverson and what the Mad Lab is trying to do is and the art manifestation gig that they're doing is they want to be known. They want to make Connecticut known in the state. Who the hell is this guy?
Yo,
who is this guy just ripping it from half field? Who do you think he is, Wayne Rooney?
He's doing cartwheels.
Who do you think he is, Wayne Rooney?
Sheesh. Oh man, I forgot what.
He wants Connecticut to be put on the map for art and be like the biggest state for art and things like that. So again, a lot of beautiful things, a lot of beautiful people within that network. I'm sure a lot of you guys already know them, but again, a lot of love to them, and really happy and proud that they're really, manifesting and creating these things for themselves. And for people who need a space, I believe his story was that his mom pretty much got tired of him making a mess in the basement, and he needed somewhere to do art. And he created this, and they do art exhibits as well for new and up and coming artists. They help provide that platform for them. And that's what everyone, and that's kind of like I said, one of the biggest things about myself and what I'm doing. I believe that, everyone should be allowed the opportunity to have a platform to do what they love, or at least have a try or a go at it. There's just so many times and people where you don't even get the opportunity, and it sucks because it's like, damn, I just really love this and I wish whatever. And a lot of people don't get that. And that's sort of the beauty with the people that I'm connecting with.
And I feel like that's where we connect as well, this platform itself was built, to promote others and to promote their work and their craft and really get their a spotlight on their work and craft.
But again, I want to make a shout out as well to my boy Mike Chavez. He goes by Story of Nine. He created Roots Runs Deep, which is essentially, he uses his branding for what he does, which he DJs and creates music, and they do a lot of cool, dope events. I was with him and helped him set up the events on Wednesday nights at Divina Modern at 9 p.m., where we have, live painters, live artists that come through and they, just do what they love, and it's literally painting at, bars, and it increases foot traffic for these venues. And they play music, again, the passions of the DJs. So, he works very hard. He's always got, at it. I believe starting next week, him and Diego, another guy who has started Prison Nightlife, his brother. And again, they DJ around town. They do proms on Thursdays, and we have such a network of musicians and DJs and things like that. And that's what they're about as well. They really like to incorporate the locals, and it's all people that we've grown up with and known for so long. And that's what's really cool about it all, to be honest. I mean, I love working with people that I know. I think it makes it such a cooler story. And at the end of the day, I guess there's a realness to it. There, unfortunately there are dark places and dark people, and and with that I mean just in business senses. And they look for, I guess, loopholes and ways to kind of take advantage of situations. But I guess with working with our network and trying to empower each other, since we've known each other and for such a long time, I think that really kind of keeps it true to ourselves and our growth and empowerment through all of that, which is, again, just it makes conversations a lot easier. But again, those guys are working extremely hard. Like I said, I think starting next week they're going to be doing events Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, Saturday, Sunday throughout Stanford. So I mean, that in itself, it's impressive. I'm looking forward to a lot of things. I've met a lot of amazing DJs, a lot of amazing people, artists. Actually, I would have brought the Denver Broncos sign that Dan made for me, but I did bring this beautiful piece. This was made by my friend Pam. She goes by Eye of Knox on Instagram. She comes and does a lot of live painting. She actually on Wednesday created she used 24 karat gold flakes on a canvas and created a beautiful art piece, man. Like I was just like, wow. And I love gold. Well, yeah, she was doing it live. Wow, like cool. I saw she had already came with the canvas with the like gold flakes, but then the rest of the canvas was like still yet to be done. And she's just out there doing her craft. Which again, it's just like people stop by and it creates foot traffic and it creates, that platform for herself and for everyone involved, and people that you wouldn't normally connect with are like, oh wow, like what else do you have? Do you have anything I can buy inside? Gotcha. And they sell art pieces live and things like that. It's just
there's a lot of talented creators in this area. Actually, a lot of unknown talent. I've noticed the more that I put time into this, that I connect with new people, and I see that there's like this whole new community of crazy, like, amazing artists, amazing DJs, producers, singers. Like a lot of people are out here trying to chase dreams. A lot of people,
and I mean, I think it's tough to say, but COVID in a way was like a blessing in disguise for a lot of creatives, because there was a lot of work from home. It really did allow you to kind of free up some time, and people really started chasing or believing more, or just spending more time in their passions.
They paid more attention, really, to like their social media, and they stayed at home a little more, so they had a chance to scroll a little longer,
or just even trying to connect with people, right? Because it's like you're using your social medias more because you're trying to stay in touch with people you couldn't physically go see.
Exactly. Thank you, man. I feel like we had great conversations. We got to know you a little bit. We got a little bit of insight into King Pino here. Make sure you guys check out his stream. I believe you're gonna stream.
Yeah, I'll
today.
be on later tonight. It'll be on Twitch, King Pino. Feel free to hit me up on Instagram, and I'll share those links with you live. So I'm an open book, pretty much. I love to share what I know. I love to talk about topics. I like having open discussions. So, feel free to reach out anytime.
Definitely. Check out his Instagram. Make sure you guys are checking out our YouTube, all our social medias as well. Put both our notification settings on so you know when we're posting. We appreciate you guys checking in with us. And, until next time, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Peace out.
Thank you, guys. And one last thing here again, we have a lot of stuff that's going to be coming up, and just to give you a highlight, it has to do with the network. So a lot of cool things with DJs, a lot of cool things with painters, have friends who work in restaurants, so things with chefs, things with mixologists. So again, it's going to be a lot of cool stuff. It's not always going to be gaming, but there'll be some gaming aspects too. We're just going to keep it open, and if you guys have suggestions of something you'd like to see, again, I have a network for a lot of things, so let us know.
Definitely, guys. So look forward to seeing us together a lot more. We're going to be on here. We're going to be having guests. We're going to be talking a lot more, gaming more, so look out for a lot of content. Until the next time, guys, thank you so much for watching.